Hello all, welcome to Vishnu IS Academy. Today we are going to resume our series that is most important topic for prelims and also for mains. So today we are going to discuss one amazing topic that is, it was recently in the news which was very much proud to our country. It is also not only useful for prelims point of view but also it is as a great honor for our country. That is, if you can see on the screen, it is part of our science and technology. And the topic is all about India's and world's first DNA vaccine for COVID. So India has made world's first DNA based vaccine. So today we are going to see what are the background of this story and what are the impacts of that and also challenges, and also we are going to give you the way forward of it so that it is useful for your mains and also for the prelims, especially for the prelims. So let us see why it is in the news. In the news, it is given that India has made this DNA-based vaccine that is called ZyCoV-D. It is called ZyCoV-D, ZyCoV-D. So it is world's first plasmid DNA vaccine for COVID. In this video, I am also going to discuss about the difference between DNA and RNA, very much important, because if you can see the previous year questions or even this year question, there are more 2 or 3 questions based on the viruses. They are more about asking about viruses because of the COVID first wave and second wave. From the past 2 years we have been suffering with the COVID. So let us see today. In the background we can learn that where it is made from. It is made from by a pharmaceutical company that is called Zydus Cadila. Its headquarters is located in the Ahmedabad, Gujarat. Okay, Ahmedabad, Gujarat. And second point is, this vaccine has received emergency use authorization and also the first in the country. Why? We already made record that it's the world's first DNA based vaccine and made in India. And one more specialty is that this is approved for the children above age of 12. Till now, what are the vaccines we are using? That is only for the other adults, right? But this vaccine is also used for the children who are above 12 years. I'll tell you why this is so much important. Okay, let's see the next slide. The next slide, the vaccine. So what is the specialty about this vaccine? We are always in telling that it is a DNA based vaccine, but what it is all about? It is all about this vaccine will use a DNA platform for what? To introduce what? To introduce specific antigen coding DNA sequence. If you can see the DNA roughly like this, it will use that antigen which will be creating antibodies in our body. It will be created like antigen coding DNA sequence. It will be introduced on the cell of an organism to induce the immunity system in us. So before we are infected with the COVID or COVID virus, if we are getting this immunity in us, we will be definitely shielded from the original COVID virus. So let us see the efficacy. This efficacy is almost around 66.6%. Till now it is only based on the clinical trials. I'll tell you that in the challenges also. So this is all about the little background about that. And one more, you might be getting doubt, sir, you are talking about DNA vaccine, but what about the existing vaccines which are widely used in our country? In the year 2021, there was widely usage of these 2 vaccines in India. Even the people you are watching may be getting injected with one of these vaccines, that is Covishield and also Covaxin. When I did some little research, I found that what is the base of these vaccines? If you can see here, the Covishield is based on viral vector platform, number 1. And if you can see the Covaxin, it is an inactivated viral vaccine. It is nowhere related to this DNA part. So that's why it is called world's first. You can see this is for your general knowledge purpose also, because nobody will tell you that what it is based on. Even in the exam, they might be asking you this question, right? So that's why I have given this slide. The next slide. Now we are seeing about the differences between RNA and DNA. If you can see DNA versus RNA, I'll tell you with a beautiful table also. So here we have, this is DNA because it has a double strand, double helical like. This is RNA. RNA we have only single strand, right? There is one specific difference from the picture you can observe. Here we have adenine, guanine, cytosine and thymine, right? Here in RNA, we will not be having this thymine. Instead of that, we will having this uracil. This is the first major difference when we are watching from this view. But now I'll also explain about that table here. It is also very much important. I'll show you. These are the images. This is RNA. ribonucleic acid, and this is DNA, deoxyribonucleic acid. And if you can see, adenine, guanine, cytosine, thymine is there, but for RNA we have uracil, right? So see this table very carefully, right? This is the most important table which may be asking from your exam. What's the full name? We already seen, right? Deoxyribonucleic acid for DNA and ribonucleic acid for RNA. The second part is sugar. What kind of sugar it has? That is deoxyribose. In the name itself, we can see the deoxyribose is there, right? So we can do that. And for RNA, it is ribose. What is the shape? You already seen, right? This is double-stranded DNA and RNA single-stranded. Fine. What it is all about? What is the major function of the DNA and RNA? DNA function is to store the genetic information. Whatever the genetic information you are hereditary from your parents, that everything will be stored in your DNA. And RNA is a copies of DNA. We can say like RNA is like a subset of DNA here. For example, to get you understand easily. So what are the nitrogen bases? These nitrogenous bases are, these are things, adenine, thymine, guanine and cytosine. In place of thiamine, we have what we have? We have uracil. Uracil we have for RNA. This is the most important point. And next thing, there is something called as location. The DNA can't leave the nucleus. So DNA can't leave the nucleus. But for RNA can leave the nucleus. So these are the major differences, guys. These are we are going to see. They can be asking. These are basic difference between RNA and DNA we have discussed. Now let us see something more important. That is, what are the impacts of this DNA vaccination? We are telling like India is creating something, right? So what are the impacts? Let us see. It will boost the Atmanirbhar Bharat. You might be having doubts, sir, how will it boost the Atmanirbhar Bharat? If you can see the 5 pillars of our Atmanirbhar Bharat, that is economy, infrastructure, system, demography and demand. See the last point, demand. Increase in the demand to be at par with strengthening the supply chain. So there is a huge demand for vaccines, right? For vaccines we have huge demand. So in this way, by creating and producing new kinds of vaccine in India, it will definitely boost the Atmanirbhar Bharat because it is reaching the demand by supply chain that is made in India. The Atmanirbhar Bharat complete focus is on about self-reliance, right? So in this way, it will have impact on that. See the next slide. Early youth, it covers the early youth. Already we have seen, right? It will cover children age more than 12 years, right? I told previously that why it is so important. Let me tell you. Because when doctors are anticipating, or even the world is anticipating about the third wave, many parents are very much worried about the children because they are unable to get this vaccine, right? So now this will solve that, and it will also cover the early youth more than 12 years. So there will be a shield. They will get the shield against this COVID, even if the third wave comes or even any wave comes. That is the most important point here.
Welcome to Vishnu IAS Academy. We are excited to announce the launch of our new courses. Contact us for registrations and counseling. Hard work never fails. Keep learning. Every new discovery or any new innovation will definitely have some challenges. Let us see what are the challenges we have here. The first number challenge is vaccine hesitancy. If you have observed in this year 2021, in January, there was some news in article I read that they were saying that people are more hesitant to take the vaccine. They are not interested to take vaccine because of many disbeliefs they have. So this is the main reason which may have for the same DNA vaccine, they may have this vaccine hesitancy. Point number 2, infrastructural gap and wastage. What is infrastructural gap and wastage? For infrastructure, you need some storage of this vaccine and also transportation. So there are some challenges, and there are also reports saying that huge number of vaccine vials are being wasted. That's why people say that, government say that they have been exporting them in the starting of this year. And point number 3, the third challenge is like availability. This vaccine should be administered in 3 doses with a gap of 28 days, right? So every month you will be getting 1 vaccine out of 3, right? So there is a huge possibility that they may not be available in sufficient numbers to administer to everyone, right? This is also one challenge. So now let us see the way forward, which is most important. Which are the areas we need to solve the issue? The first one is real-time data needed after clinical trials. Till now we have only seen that clinical trials response, but after the clinical trials, now we have to know the exact real-time data. What is the real-time data? What is the efficacy? What is its efficiency and all? Point number 2 is community participation in getting vaccinated. As I already told you, right, in the challenges we have seen the vaccine hesitancy. This can be only removed by the
community participation is more and more people are coming out to get vaccinated, this will solve the issue. So it is like government, people, and also the bureaucracy. Everybody should work for together getting vaccination. And third point, if you see, infrastructure development like storage and transportation. Already we have seen the challenges, right? So these are the two major challenges, and this we need to be addressed in the way forward. So these need to be addressed. And final one is ensure availability. In the previous one, we all already seen the challenges, right? The availability, because it's only for the 3 doses, the gap of 28 days. There is most important need for availability. Now let us revise in 30 seconds what we learned. First, we have seen India has produced world's first DNA vaccine. What is the name of it? We have seen that. We have seen who has produced it and why it is so important. And we also seen how it is working, how it is using the DNA other than other vaccines. And this is an additional data which I have given. What are the basis for the vaccines like Covishield and Covaxin also. The one more point, the most important one we learned today is what are the difference between the DNA and RNA with images, so that if you can see this image, I'm sure that you won't be forgetting anywhere in your lifetime. And these are the impacts which you can add points in your mains also. Till now we have learned about prelims, right? Now we can add these points for your mains point of view also. This is the second point. And we have these 3 challenges, very much like these are the common points you can write anywhere, guys. You can write these common points anywhere, but it is mostly for the new vaccines or new innovations. These challenges are bound to happen. And way forward is this one. So hope you like this video today. If you like the video, please do comment, please do like, and please share. If any doubts, you can please comment on this video. We feel very happy to solve your doubts also. See you tomorrow with an amazing video. See you soon. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.